Hello again and welcome to the second video tutorial. So in this video we are going to take a look at Linux Designer, Microsoft Access, we have Visual Demo and SQLite, it's a FMX demo application. What is Linux Designer? Using the Linux Designer is a recommended and a most common way of creating Linux data binding connections in Red Studio. You can use the Linux Designer in either Visual or FireMonkey application. So Linux Designer has many features. For example, creating new Linux between various visual components you have on your form, edit the existing Linux data, and visualize all the Linux that you have created. And you can export your binding diagram as an image file. Here is the image of the path to open Linux Designer in Red Studio. Microsoft Access Database Management System. Microsoft Access is a database management system from Microsoft that combines the relational Microsoft Jet database engine with a graphical user interface and software development tools. And also it's the member of the Microsoft Office suite applications. Microsoft Access stores data in its own format based on this AccessJet database engine, and it can also import or link directly to data stored in other applications and databases. So Microsoft Access is great for desktop development, and it is easy to use and amazing performance. You can store data in SQL. SQLite is the most used database engine in the world. SQLite is not directly comparable to client or server SQL database engines such as MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, or SQL Server, since SQLite is trying to solve different problems. So SQLite is a self-contained, high reliability, embedded, and full-featured database engine. And it is a cross-platform and easy to use and zero configuration. And because it requires no configuration and stores information in alternative files. You can use SQLite for the Internet of Things development and the application file format. You can use SQLite for website databases and is standing for an enterprise RDBMS. So time to sample projects. So this is the Visual Database Demo application. We have TDB Grid and the TDB Navigator edit, and this is the panel. And we have non-visual components: add a connection, data source, add a query. So this add a connection from the DBGo, it helps to connect to our Microsoft Access database. So start by configuring the edit connection. So double click it, click this build button, select this provider, next, and we have to select our database. And this is our Microsoft Access database, and open it. We can test it, and it's okay. And we have to change its property, login prompt property, to false, and select this connected. Okay, now we have to select data source and the dataset to edit query 1, and select this edit query is edit connection. Okay, and we have to write the SQL. So here is the select star from TBL1. You can see this SQL query here. Close it. Now we can change its active to true, and we have to select this DB grid and the data source to data source 1. So it's loaded the data from our Microsoft Access database. And also we have to select this DB Navigator's data source property to data source 1. Alright, then we have edit 1. It helps to search by name. I have written the code for you. So events on change, and this is the code you have to know. If edit 1 text equals nothing, it loads all of the data from the database, else it searches the data from the database. So here is the code. Select star from TBL1, where first name like, and it has this quotation, and edit 1 text and percent, and this one. So click this design, and we can run our application. So here is the Visual Database demo. We can search by name, for example, this one, and team maybe, or HB. Okay, we can also add data and it saves. Also, we can edit the data. Okay, now it's done. So we have FMX DB demo. Select this, and open up the main fmx.pass FireMonkey powered multi-device application. So in this FireMonkey demo, we will create database app by using the Linux designer, and we will load the SQL database. So click the right button of mouse and select the bind visually, and this is our Linux designer, and we can select this Linux wizard, and we have to select a binding task. We can use the database linking a control with a field, or we can use grid with the data source. So select this one. Next, I want to use T-string grid for our grid class. Next, and select this fire deck. Okay, next. So we don't have a connection component. It's a driver to SQLite and a connection name SQLite demo. And we want to use command type is query, and the command text is select star from customers. Test connect. Okay, it's good. And I want to add the data source navigator. Finish. So here is our Linux designer. It's a bind source DB. It has many rows, it has many columns, and you can connect this components like this. Okay, and it's the Linux designer generated these components. So we can select this client, and it may be top. Okay, and this is our components. This is the FT connection and the driver link for connection, and FT query and bind source DB and binding list. These two components help us to develop database apps using the Linux designer. We can open the code. We haven't written any kind of code, but it's loaded to data, and you can edit or add new data to your database. So now we can save and run without debugging, and here is the working application. Now we can add or delete data. Tashkent, save. So that's all for this video tutorial. In the next video tutorial, we will learn Fire Deck data access technology more.